Greetings from Hollyview Meet and Greet with Justin. I'm Justin. Sure most of you guys know a few days ago I just found out Richard Moll, who is best known as the voice of Two-Face from Batman the Animated Series, passed away. And it got me emotional because I grew up with Batman the Animated Series, and Two-Face is one of my favorite Batman villains. And just breaks my heart to hear the sad news of Richard Moll. I'm never gonna get a chance to meet Richard Moll in person, but one thing that's really cool was I wrote a letter to Richard Moll a couple years ago. It was like during the pandemic, and I sent him one of my signed comic books for him to one of my comic books for him to sign, and I just thought this was worth a shot, and I didn't actually think I was actually gonna get it, but I thought that was pretty cool. I didn't even know I should have gotten an 8x10 photo, but this is pretty cool. So, yeah, it was definitely worth it. And also, I paid for his autograph from GalaxyCon, but I know this doesn't really count with meet and greet, but I really wish I did get to do a meet and greet with Richard Moll. I just thought it'd be really awesome. But yeah, so one of my favorite episodes of Batman the Animated Series of all time is Two-Face Part 1 and 2, because it's an origin story of how Harvey Dent became Two-Face, and Two-Face is one of the villains I sympathize the most, along with Mr. Freeze. Harvey Dent worked so hard for Gotham City, and his mental illness got the better of him, and it just makes me feel sad. That it's kind of sad how mental illness always gets the better of everybody. It sucks, you know. But and watching the ending of Two-Face Part 2 just got me, well, made me feel sad because Harvey Dent had it all, but then he ended up becoming a supervillain. My favorite scene in the ending was when Batman prayed that when there was love and hope for Harvey Dent, and a little luck wouldn't hurt, and tossed a coin in the water fountain for his good friend Harvey. Yeah. So the other night I got to watch Two-Face Part 1 and 2. Just couldn't believe it because I grew up with that episode, and Penguin's my favorite Batman villain of all time, but I've realized that I'm more of a Two-Face. I've always been more of a Two-Face fan myself, because and plus Two-Face was based on the story of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and which is one of my favorite stories. So, well, we all can be Dr. Jekyll, and most of the time we can be Mr. Hyde. But the real question is, how can we control our emotions? But yeah, so, Mr. Moll, I just wanted to thank you for making my childhood awesome, and doing the voice of Two-Face. You made the villain Two-Face really enjoyable for me all these years. And I hope you're in a better place with Kevin Conroy, sir. And thank you for the childhood memories, and I won't forget it. So, yeah. So, this is Justin from Hollyview Meet and Greet with Justin.